Alright guys, we spent a lot of time yesterday deciding on what kind of AR team we're going to have, and ultimately it ended up being the same AR team that we built last week, but all that happened was that we switched maps, and switching maps makes such a big difference. Number one, do you guys think Spring Breeze is dead? Because Spring Breeze, in my opinion, is still the best map. Still the best defensive map. The situation I've created in Spring Breeze burns a ton of time and funnels them really well. But yeah, basically, see this? That's all empty space. I have all my structures focused in this giant, massive pile. See this entire space? 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's the only spaces not covered by something. Well, obviously this place, but you can't cover that, so. Spring Breeze allows you to focus all your resources in a giant, massive kill zone pile. That's why I really like it. Anyways, the team I use is still the same. Aversa is still here with the HP seal. Aversa's Knight for the debuff. Azura is still here with the Prayer Wheel with the Fortress Defense. That's just so she doesn't do enough damage to attack, and she would prefer to dance or sing, whenever possible. Still keeping aerobatics for the luxury of teleporting around into other things. Tactic, res tactic, that's just to help keep Ophelia alive and to give her the best blazing light possible. Nino, still the same. Fury, Desperation, Flashing Blade with Rally Speed Defense Plus. This is still really good. I think you should always keep a strong hero in the back with Rally Speed Defense Plus with a Dancer. It messes up your opponent so much. It's not too difficult to take advantage of something like this, but for a lot of players, they're not really sure how to deal with it because they don't know how it works and how it goes, and they don't keep in mind the order of heroes, right? So for example, if Ophelia moves first and then Azura moves, so then Azura would have a chance to like dance Ophelia, right? Or is Azura moving first and then Ophelia? Like these things are so minor, but they make such a big difference, and most people are not paying attention enough. But yeah, that is the thing. Anyways, Rally Speed Defense Plus. So that's a pretty good option. Replacing Veronica as Duma because it's Duma season, and Duma in the corner is actually not bad because he can really deflect some damage and absorb a hit. So if they do break through everything and start the battle through Duma, well, number one, Hrid's trying to back him up here, see? Back up. And if they're trying to reposition, they can't reposition here, so they have to reposition back. So yeah, it's not easy. So like if you do dance, draw back, you're stuck here still. So Hrid's still in range. And that's because Duma is really hard to kill because, well, he's not that hard to kill. But for most people, if they don't have the right heroes for it, if you don't kill him in one shot, it's usually problematic. Because if he does any amount of damage to you in the first place, you cannot make a follow-up attack. And he gets attack res plus 6, which is big. The attack doesn't really do anything, but this res does. And the Hrid is the centerpiece of the team still. He covers for everything that I don't really, I'm unsure of, and he gives me a good red presence. For Salt Knight, this guy mentioned to me, wow, your team is so generic and boring and plain. The only thing you're missing is lunge on Hrid. And I was like, wow, you're right. I'm missing lunge on Hrid. So I put lunge on Hrid with Gale Force. The entire point is if Hrid attacks something here, and keep in mind Gajol also prevents follow-up attacks as long as I can get a debuff on them, which with Versa it's pretty easy to. He attacks, he lunges into them, and as long as he can get one exchange, he Gale Forces. So if something's here, lunge right into it, and then he's here and he can attack whatever's in the back line. So that's super good. Anyways, that is the team. It's a great combination, and it's worked out really well, of course. The special touch I've done now is Bolt Trap level 3. And normally you want to place your Bolt Trap somewhere else. Like, this is so easy to test, right? You can test this, dance, and get out of the way, right? But here's the thing. At level 3, do you really want to take the shot? Because that's 30 damage, and it's going to take you several turns to heal up. If you have Healing Tower level 2, it's 2 turns. Healing Tower level 1, 3 turns. You get the point. It's not free. And if you're really crazy, you jump all the way here, and then you're stuck. So if you jump over here and you change your mind, or you attack, and you try to reposition, you'd reposition to this. So it's rough. Anyways, I like this team. Oh yeah, and the final thing is Healing Tower to cover if for whatever reason I take some splash damage from Bolt Tower or whatever, I'm covered. And Tactics Room. As usual, I use my Aether as bait. I want people to use their range heroes, break these, and then the Tactics Room will trigger on them, and then they can't move really well. So this entire left side is actually super bogged down. So in reality, I'm funneling them here, here, and here. But here is a trap because it takes them forever. Anyways, there's a bunch of concepts, but I think this is my best Aether Raids defensive team that I've done so far, and I'm probably gonna keep it like this for the next while. Oh boy, but yeah, I'm gonna show you guys some examples now. I kind of feel bad for this guy because he's the first one to have a taste of my team, and it's a Laguz team. Leanne, Nacella, oh, that's a cute pairing. Tibarn and Rayson. For those who played Radiant Dawn, you would know really well. Well, I think they're in Path of Radiance too, but Tibarn and Rayson, that's the Guardian, and Rayson is like, I forgot the proper ward, I guess. And Nacella and Leanne is very much the same. And Duma, the Great Overseer, he's just watching them in the background. So this is the first team we're fighting. I mean, I don't know how this guy's gonna win because he has no distant counter. So this guy has to somehow run into my team and take them on or bait me out. Both of which isn't gonna be easy. Good thing is because he's all flyers, he has 3 movement, and that's one of the ways you can beat my team if you have more movement than I do. Yeah, as usual, Ophelia gets her Mistletoe immediately, so if you try and bait her, you're going to die. So that Duma's first 7 damage really doesn't do anything, in my opinion, because everyone has healing towers nearby or airs, and then they just all heal. This, though, was really bad, because this guy realized what was going on, and then he changed his mind, and then decided he wanted Tibarn to lead. Issue is, this, Fortified Beasts, Hone Beasts, they're all being used negatively now at this point, so... Oh wow, there's even a Home Flyer, so he's basically all buffed. This Duma's just standing here watching. Anyways, this is unfortunate for him, because... I don't know why he went this team for Aversa. Aversa's gonna give him hell. Alright. He broke the fountain. So this is really, really different. When I made this team, I never foresaw anyone running to the right side of the team. But here's the thing. How do you do this? This is so awkward. Look at how much coverage we have. How is Tibarn going to do this? How's anyone going to do this? This person's team without a ranger, without a tanker, without distant counter. Well, he has distant counter in Duma, but he's not going to use him. But yeah, this dragon and beast team. Yeah, I don't know what he's planning to do because this is insane. He split himself up so he can have his buffs, but he can't go anywhere with it. All right, anyways. Yep, he decides, he realizes what he has to do. Snipes Ophelia, not a bad target. Ophelia's a really hard hitter. But here's the thing, Tibarn doesn't have a good enough res to take on anybody else.
Not hurt? No?
Nacella's gonna enter. This guy's doing the best he can, which is to commit. I don't blame him, you gotta commit. But here's the thing. The 30 damage. The 30 damage has like weakened his entire support heroes. And of course, due to Tibarn's low res, Nino can just demolish him, so.
I've no regrets.
And if Nacella goes down, this is basically over, because everything he has remaining, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Can you imagine Azura doubling? But that's what happens. That's what happens when you get debuffed. But yeah, this is basically over. His entire backline can't do anything. He's going to try and push the Duma up to take on everybody at this point, which is beyond rough. Should have killed Nino. Yep, Nino was a priority target. Hrid is also a priority target because the Gale Force aspect of it. But yeah, he was just kind of boned at this point. Now it's Duma on Duma violence. Mine has cat ears. Therefore, I shall win. Oh my god, that actually looks so cool. Oh, okay, that just looks too cool, alright? Eye on eye fighting. They just look each other in the face like real men do.
Care for an encore?
And then, yeah, of course, Azura goes in. Cool. Alright, but yeah, you can see this one. This one's basically decided. This guy should just forfeit. He does. Good job. Alright, but you saw the problem here. Without DC, all melee, doesn't work. But what could work then? This second team, is better suited for beating my team. Why? You have a giant nuke in Ophelia. What plus is this? +9 Ophelia. Holy shit. Alright. Life and Death Special Spiral Blazing Wind with Flashing Blade. It's basically constant blazing winds. So he's going to nuke the entire team. He has no problem dealing damage. Shit tons of damage. Azura. Green Dual Infantry, that's interesting. But whatever. Attack Tactic, Attack Speed 1. Seems like you should have just used Legendary Azura, huh? But yeah. That's not bad either. Buff up Ophelia. Hector. Hector's a good choice too. Vengeful Fighter DC with Thunder Almaz. That can make it so he can only take one hit, and then Vengeful Fighter will take me down. High defense. Zelgius. +1 Zelgius with Fury Vantage. Not bad choice, because you see you reached a 40 HP threshold, and you have quite a bit of defense, quite a bit of res. Armor March 2. That's not bad. And then a Pan. This guy. Do you know what he was trying to do, guys? Do you know what he was trying to do? He was trying to put me on some compilation, for sure. The disrespect here to think he can win this with 4 heroes. Really? Really, dude? Ooh. Insulted. I'm insulted. You think this team is that easy? You think this team is that easy? Alright, well, I guess we're gonna see. You didn't have a bonus hero properly? There are so many heroes. You will definitely have a bonus hero that's not a level 1 Pan. I believe the Black Knight is a bonus hero, so he could have 3 armors. But that would mess up tactics. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he has a bonus hero. So, anyways, Pan in the corner. Nothing he can do with her. So this guy went for the left side, and he's probably damage calculating now and seeing what he can do. Here's the thing: he broke everything, right? But he can't go up yet because Azura doesn't reach. But he also wants Ophelia to be alone so that we don't debuff him with the Versus Knight. So yeah, he's gonna target Duma and try to go in from the left side, it seems. And this right side, he also broke it down. Not a bad idea. Alright, that's a nice swap. Alright, he goes for Duma first, and he took down a Versus Knight. Smart choice. This was a pretty good hit. The problem is, how do you get out of here? How do you get out of here? How do you get out of this situation? You don't. He goes all in. He takes out my Ophelia. Smart choice. Alright, there goes my nuke. So he sacrificed his Ophelia for this. But he kind of has to. The way I have things set up, he kind of has to make that sacrifice. He did a ton of splash damage though on my team, so which is really good. But here's the problem that he didn't see coming. You've given Nino desperation. Okay, but it doesn't matter because it's Hrid going in first. But Nino has desperation now, and that's huge. And see how Nino's still within 2 spaces, which means I still get buffs from Azura. Alright, so this is really problematic for him. I know what he was doing, and I know he had to do it. But yeah, it's gonna be rough for him now. Is the Hector gonna go up? No, he doesn't want to test the trap. Oh, I really wanted Nino to attack because Nino would totally take that battle, but yeah. Azura. No, wait, actually Nino probably wouldn't have. That's right. Anyways. Hector, such high defense, can take on Hrid. Still cool. Always cool. Nino buffs. Yeah. Alright, this guy's gonna have to test out this trap, right? No, he doesn't. Why doesn't he test out the trap? Why doesn't he test out the trap? Which is weird to me, because why? This guy's Vantage. Why doesn't he just test out the trap, wipe everyone down to 1 HP, and then just Vantage kill everything, is my question. Why didn't he test the trap? He just broke this instead. What was he scared of? I'm confused. Alright, but here's the thing. That's the fake trap. This is the real trap. But he should have still gone here, triggered a trap, and used Vantage to kill everything. Maybe he figures with 19 HP, he could Vantage kill everything anyways. Vantage. Black Luna.
No draw, no escape.
Ah. That trap is obviously fake. Sure, but I would still take it just in case. Because there's no difference. Staying in place there versus moving to the left one, no difference. So, it's turn 7 now. He's wiped out my 2 heroes. I'm screwed, right? No, the game ends. The game ends. Because Nino went for the buff instead of attacking, the game ends. This guy was 1 block away. Oh boy. Yeah, turn 7. I don't get my turn. You get your turn though. So, because he can't reach. He's right there. He's right there. He wants to hit her so badly, but he can't do it. Get the F's out for this guy. He actually won. Even though it was like barely a win, because you lost like everything else, and everything was almost dead, and he was just relying on advantage the entire time, but how bad does that feel? Because Nino decided to rally speed defense, you lose, because you cannot reach. The sadness of being an armored hero, eh? It's just so sad. If Pan was max level, he could have won. Perhaps. But that's what I'm saying, like, I'm insulted this guy went for Pan, level 1 Pan, because you definitely need all of your heroes. You can't do this with only 4 heroes. I don't think so anyways, until we get proven otherwise. I mean, yeah, I guess there is. If they guess the traps correctly, if they move in the right positions, they probably do it 4 heroes or less. But for this guy, this 5th hero would have made a huge difference. Alright. Now this battle is something more indicative, because I think most people when they see my team, they're like, hey Nims, and a lot of people do this to me. They're like, hey Nims, you know Aversa is going to kill your team, right? You know Aversa is going to kill... Yeah, I know Aversa is going to kill my team. Wait, no, that doesn't actually always work. So here's the figure. This person has Aversa. I have Legendary Azura, and I have Attack Tactic, Res Tactic. I have Odd Res Wave. What else do I have? Oh, that's it. I have all of these tactic skills, so it just messes up my entire team. So everything's debuffed, right? I'm gonna lose, is what everyone assumes using Aversa. But that's not necessarily going to be the case. This guy's team is air, standard air, Aversa, HP speed 2, Axe Breaker. This is to kill Surters, but do you guys still see Surters? I don't see them very often anymore. Duma +1. Azura, standard, Blazing Dance. That's not bad. If you use Blazing Dance, the moment you buff, all their stats get buffed. Sorry, the moment you use Grey Waves, all their stats get buffed. And Cecilia, this is probably the linchpin on this team. This could be very dangerous. It's Ground Ribbon, TA, Bowbreaker, and QR. This is the old school Cecilia. You don't see this very often anymore. But this is really dangerous. 3 movement and range. That could screw things up. Alright. Thanks Retro Duck for this follow. I rarely see him, yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so here's the bait, guys. Why do I have my tactics room here? Why? Because if you go in like this, I'll use tactics on your Cecilia or your whatever. And he can't really just go in now. He can't really just go in now and break this, because he would draw a Nino, and he wouldn't really necessarily win that fight. We'd still be too quick for that, see? Well, actually, we wouldn't. That's 4 speed difference. Oh, okay, he could go in then. Or he would just break this in and try and bait Ophelia. But you know, we have answers for that. He doesn't do it. So he gets slowed down. He takes that 7 damage, chip damage, but it doesn't really matter. Chip damage from Duma, air just heals up. Alright, Aversa's doing the push. Kind of weird.
Okay.
When Azura dances Aversa can move 3 spaces. So, yeah, this is... Do you guys think the answer to beating my team is on the right side? Because everyone's just really scared of this kill zone with all these traps, with the debuff here. But when you go run all the way to the right side, it takes so many turns. So he ran to the right side, which is peculiar, because when I built this team, I never thought anyone would go to the right side, but we've seen it now. We've seen it twice now. I say a 2-prong attack is optimal. I think you have to go in mass, because there's too much of a commitment either way. The right side takes too many turns, and the left side has too many traps. So you gotta commit to one side, or you're gonna be in trouble. So this person's doing something really peculiar. He's splitting up, right? Air is starting to work down the left side. Cecilia and Aversa have made it to the right side. And you can see what he's going for. He's gonna go try and kill Ophelia, because that's the easiest target for that Cecilia. And then he's gonna probably try to use Aversa for Nino, right? At least that's what I see coming through. That heal, but that doesn't really matter because that's only 10 HP, and whatever HP we're at, we die 1 shot. We're also debuffed by Versa, so 69. Hey.
Cheer up, okay?
But yeah, you see the plan. Azura on Cecilia, and Cecilia's gonna pull Azura out. And then here's the plan. So here's the thing. I think everyone just says, hey Nims, you're going up against Versa. Nino versus a Versa. Nino's debuffed. She has the tactics. She's gonna lose, right? 28 res, 45 HP, 36 H. Sorry, 45 attack, 36 HP. This is problematic, right? Right, we only do 2 damage. But here's the thing, we don't die in one shot. Aversa doesn't really beat Nino, even if she's debuffed. You have to get a lot more merges than just 2. I think at 7 or 8, and with attack buff or something, yeah, that's probably going to happen. But it's not free, because this is what happens afterwards. So yeah, it's... People just assume, hey, they're using Aversa, I'm going to lose automatically. No, it's not free. There are difficulties involved, and this is one of them. If you don't have your Versa set up properly, Nino's still gonna win the fight. All right, that's kind of awkward. He really wanted to keep that Versa.
Cheer up, okay?
Green Tonebreaker would have made a huge difference, but you know he went Axebreaker because he's more worried about Surters. All right, that's so beautiful. This guy figures this is real. Otherwise, why would you go here? Because he backed up his heroes here, then he stepped his Duma up. If he wanted to do this like safely, he would have stepped his Duma up first, then backed up his heroes. He doesn't have Desperation, so this isn't on purpose. He's now lost QR and Bowbreaker. Not like Bowbreaker would have made a difference, but he's lost it. So yeah, that extra damage on everybody, that's gonna hurt him. That's gonna bite him in the ass because he can no longer tank with anybody at this point. Maybe Duma, but everybody else is too weak to take anything. So yeah, that what is it called? Thunder Trap, Lightning Trap. That really makes a difference.
We can see this through.
You need a dragon to bait Nino or something. Yeah, I think dragons can answer the bait for Nino, but we have countermeasures there, so. Alright, but yeah, he's officially got my team coming out. He's baiting my Azura away to the right side to kill Cecilia. I'm not so sure about that because your Cecilia is now so far away from the battle. So Hrid against Duma. Here's the thing. We have Lunge. We have Gale Force. We have Heavy Blade. So we're going to lunge in, attack him twice, and hopefully trigger Gale Force. Unfortunately, we don't, because this guy's stupid attack is 72. What the heck? 72 base, buff -6, debuff -3. This guy, on his season, I mean, him being on his season doesn't do anything, but still, Jesus Christ, 72 attack. Yep, okay, so that doesn't really do much. No problem. I mean, he's now up here, but yeah. Air, Azura. Had we triggered Gale Force, we would have easily killed Air, and we would have kept working towards the back line. Duma! What a guy. We literally do 1 times 2. Jeez. That's red against colorless. It's not even like we're at a disadvantage. And he has no more Versa. Duma's just such a good tank. Ouch. So yeah, that's not bad. Now he knows the traps are fake. I mean, he knows the lightning trap's fake at least. Air on Hrid? Okay, that's really bad. That's really bad. This is why I think Hrid with Vantage might have also been good, but I want to try the lunge thing for Assault Knight.
Okay?
People are using Duna because he's bonus, by the way, yeah.
Foolish child.
Good pick out. Duma's the only one who can kill Aversa in one shot at this point, and not threaten. Like if Air attacked Aversa would win the fight. She has 7 HP, and she wouldn't do enough damage. Lifia Berg wouldn't even work at this point. Yeah, now we have this awkward situation of Nino and Duma versus this entire team. But here's the thing, it's turn 7 of 7. So how does he pull this off? He doesn't, because it took too long. So I think if you go to the right side, it's not a bad idea, but you got to be quicker about it, because you ran out of turns going for the left side. I mean, the right side. The right side took too long to set up. And it's not like I was out of it. I could have possibly survived 1 more turn, if you think about it. Because this trap is real. Cecilia, I don't know. Could she have one-shot Duma? She's taken damage, so Fell Breath triggers. So extra 6 res, and another 6 from Distant Defense. So we would have 50 res. But she would do extra damage thanks to Gromraven. I don't think so, personally. But yeah, I mean, we'd see. If she killed Nino, then he would have even more res thanks to attack defense res solo. So I'm pretty sure we could have won that fight. The only way he could have done something about it is if he had Duma come up, suicide into Duma. He can't one-shot Duma. And then something else following that. But yeah, I was pretty sure even if he had one more turn, we would have probably won. Anyways, it's a big F. Nice try. But yeah, here's another team that's lost. And here is the final battle. This team is really, really interesting. Veloria without an assist skill. I would say if you don't have an assist skill, you should probably grind her up and get an assist skill. Because the assist skills matter a lot. Close defense advantage, sure. That's not a good combination because if you use close defense, it doesn't trigger. Like, it doesn't work together. Because if you attack, when they attack you, sure, you attack. And then the close defense triggers. They don't work together. Kind of work like one after the other. Anyways, this is the last team featured. So hopefully, maybe, you know, they can take this team or at least show me something. Ninian, 4-5 defense, Wings of Mercy, Fury, very standard. Hone speed, interesting. That way you cover 3 or 4 stats, which is what's happening. Myrrh, plus 10 Myrrh. Is this Pasta? But no, it's not Pasta. See, guys, if it was Pasta would do some random water breath build with like, double, like, I don't know, res smoke, because he took res smoke from Grim. It'd be some random build that wouldn't really be normal or feasible or rational. Anyways, DCQR, standard build with Great Flames, and with all those buffs, Idol Shield, it's not bad at all. But here's the thing, she's at 51 HP, so Aversa still works. Takumi, Dagger Breaker, Death Blow, Brave Bow, so a lot of damage in the back. I guess it's not that much damage, just 50. Interesting, he went for a Squad Ace J2 instead of attack, but sure. Interesting. Actually, he's not fast. Well, if he did Life and Death, I would have gone Life and Death. And then Luna, 4 Blaze. Is this plus 10? Plus 10. Life and Death, Special Spyro, Drive Speed, Heavy Blade. Yeah, Binding Blade. Sacred Stones. I mean, technically they're kind of related. Anyways, whatever. Battle starts. So here's the thing.
May the dance move you.
I think people just figure, hey, if I use Myrrh and I tank this Ophelia, this should be fine. We're at 43 res. What's the support with? Noe. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, that's what he probably figures. He's gonna try and tank Ophelia, but Duma just added 7 damage. So, could Myrrh survive this? Having the highest amount of res on their team, our chill res has activated. So now we get to Blazing Light. Or will we Blazing Light? No, we're not Blazing Lighting. That was a trap. You're not fighting Ophelia. You're fighting Nino. So yeah, whatever this was supposed to do. I mean, he did use Panic Manner, so he's like, wow, you're debuffed now. At least on Nino. Ooh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that's so unfortunate, isn't it?
I'm so sorry.
That's so unfortunate that plus 10 Myrrh dies in one shot. Oh, that sucks. Now what? Now your entire plan has fallen.
I'd like to help.
Yeah, I mean he's right. Yeah, if you take Ophelia with Myrrh, it would definitely work. The problem is that's a bait. That wasn't real. Now he's committed. He's so committed. He wasn't paying attention. This tactics room has the Luna and Takumi stuck here. And of course with Hrid here on the right side, and of course with Gale Force Heavy Blade. Oh boy, this is about to get messy. Luna goes down.
Please win.
Hrid's going for the double times 2. Wait, do we die here? Okay, we die here. Never mind. No lunge, but still. Still, he's in trouble. Even if he wins this fight, he wouldn't have many points at all. But, wow, that was a lot of damage from Veloria. Holy crap. Oh, he just surrenders. Good boy. I don't think he would have won anyways, because You would need Valoria to beat Duma. You would need Takumi to beat Duma. You would somehow need to snipe this Ophelia, which wasn't gonna really work. Anyways, guys, so after all of that, I think it's pretty clear. I'm really happy with my team. And if it wasn't obvious yet, we won all 4 battles. In our first day, we won all 4 battles. What do you guys think of my team? I think it's really generic and basic fundamentally, but it's super optimized. So for most people, I can beat them. Most people. I still think the Emblem balls with Ward Emblem filled with +10 heroes, that'll still beat this team, of course, but not everyone does that, and I think that's really boring, and not everyone wants to do that. But yeah, and against the typical player, I think they would struggle immensely. The guy who was closest to winning was this dude. No, sorry. This dude? Yeah, this dude. The Black Knight, that was the closest to winning. It was just unfortunate that the rally speed defense triggered, huh? But yeah, that's the entire point of it. So yeah, this guy was the closest one. All he had to do was kill Nino. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know, follow. If you really did, like. If you really, really did, subscribe. But enough of that. We'll see how this team does by the end of the week. But yeah, I'm really happy with it.